You can't be daydreaming when you're driving a car, I found. So here I was, driving and daydreaming. And I'm driving along the motorway, and I wasn't going fast, I wasn't like Speedy Boy or anything like this, I was just driving along. Looked out the window. Oh, that would make a good story. Yeah, great. Look back, all the cars are stopped. And there's all these cars in a line, and I brake, and my car goes up like this, and I hit the first car, and I watch the lady's head in front of me. Her car goes into the van in the front, another car in the front. I see those people. Then that car is like, no, please, no more cars, because I know I'm going to have to pay for all this. When did I start writing? Wonderful question. I started writing when I was your age. And that's a very honest answer. I started as soon as I got to school, when I found the magic of writing. You might want to put your hands down because when I just talk. You know, I can see my son right now rolling his eyes. Oh, here we go. But so I started writing when I was your age, and I just fell in love with writing. As soon as I could put words together, I was the one. Terrible spelling, absolutely atrocious. I still have terrible spelling, messy handwriting. My teacher used to say, with the gaps between the words on the lines, she used to say, Timothy, I could drive a truck through that. But the thing was, I loved writing. I just wrote. That's it. And I'm still like, if you came to my house right now, you would find notes everywhere about stories and things that I'm working on. You wouldn't be able to read it because it's a mess. And the spelling is, but you fix that up later. When you're writing, don't worry about that stuff, just write. For me, writing is like a field, like your field out there. When I go into that field, my field is that clear page. And when I go into that field, I can make things happen. I can make smells, just words. I can make feelings. I can make things to see. All sorts of stuff. And you just do that with words, I think it's absolutely magic. It's like painting, but I paint with words. And I just love it. Because you see, I never did well at school at anything else. Maths or anything like that was atrocious. Because when I went home, my family were always angry and they were always fighting. So writing for me was a way to escape all that stuff. So at home was scary. I loved coming to school. School was a safe place. A lot of the teachers were nice. Some of them weren't, but I knew the nice ones. And one of my teachers, I would come to school every morning, and I would run up to her and I'd give a kiss and a hug. And then at the end of the school day, I'd go up to her again and get another kiss and a hug. And that made my day. That was absolutely wonderful. But then one day she left. And I was one of these kids who wasn't at school all the time. So when I came back to school, she was gone. There was a new teacher. So all day I was checking this teacher out. I'd go up and get a kiss and a hug from her. I don't know. So I'm waiting, I'm looking, I'm hanging around, I'm watching her all day. Comes to the end of school, everybody's lined up, ready to go, the bell's about to go. Now the girls are in one line, the boys are in the other. And I'm at the back of the line, I'm looking up at that teacher and I thought, wow, I'll give it a go. So I walked up, ready to give her a kiss and a hug. She said, what are you doing? And the other children in the class defeated me. They all spoke up, oh, he always does this. Tim needs that. He needs a kiss in the heart. All the kids understood. But this teacher, no, none of that. Get your back of the line. But all the kids knew. That's wonderful. All the kids understood that I needed that, and that other teacher gave it to me. So I had some wonderful teachers that did that. Yes, ma'am. Red Riding Hood, isn't it? Yes, Red Riding Hood.
Which was your first book?
My first book was this one. And I actually made this up to impress a girl. I like it. When we were having a nice, we were talking and we were on the beach and we were talking. We're looking up at the stars, very romantic. I really like this girl. So she told me a story, and at the end of the story she said to me, Tim, tell me a story. That's your present. So I told her this. Now it's been playing around in my mind, but I didn't have it all together. So I made it up as I went along. Now at the end of it, she said, wow, Tim, that's amazing. You should write that down. And I said, oh. But I did. But then that was when I was 18, but it took me a few years later to pick up the confidence to actually do something with it. Yes, ma'am.
What's your latest book you've written?
My latest book? Good old. You're not able to read this. There's naughty words and stuff. You're going to have to wait till you're at high school to do this one. Yeah, I loved writing this. I actually wrote this many years ago. But the publishers, they said to me, Tim, this is a great story. We would like you to do a lot of work on it to fix it up. So they sent it back to me, you know, all the editing and that. And if you fix it up, we'll publish it. And I looked at it and thought, I don't want to fix that up. That's too much work. I'm writing another story. I'm not going to do that. So I just put it away. And then later on, I pulled it out and I finished it off. So. What inspires me to write? You know, when I first started writing as a child, it allowed me to escape all this horrible stuff that was going on at home. And it was horrible stuff. We're talking lots of my parents drinking, parties, and lots of violence, and very scary stuff. Not a nice house to be growing up in. And so my writing was a way for me to escape all that. And while at school I couldn't focus on things like maths and that because I didn't know if I was going to be alive the next day. I was so scared at home. So maths didn't seem so important, but words allowed me to escape. Now as I got older, I couldn't escape so much. I had to take responsibility for my life. I had to realise I was in charge. You can't be daydreaming when you're driving a car, I found. So here I was, driving and daydreaming. And I'm driving along the motorway, and I wasn't going fast, I wasn't like Speedy Boy or anything like this, I was just driving along, looked out the window. Oh, that would make a good story. Yeah, great. Look back, all the cars are stopped. And there's all these cars in a line, and I brake, and my car goes up like this, and I hit the first car, and I watch the lady's head in front of me. Her car goes into the van in the front, another car in the front. I see those people. Then that car is like, no, please, no more cars, because I know I'm going to have to pay for all this. So I'm thinking, please, no more, no more. Then that car goes forward, it's a van. And I see the people in that. And they all get out of their car, and as you can imagine, they're all looking at me. And I'm sitting behind the car. I didn't even get out. I was just sitting there thinking, I could see dollar signs all around me. It was like, man, this is going to cost heaps. I could see no one was hurt, but I knew I was going to be paying a lot. And I had to pay a lot. But then I woke up to the fact that, hey, I need help. You know, I wanted to be different from my family that I grew up with, and I wanted to break the cycle, as they called it, and be different and be nice and safe and all that. I didn't realise I was going to need so much help to do that. So I was in a state of going into daydream land a lot. So I realised that day, man, I need to stop daydreaming when I'm doing things like driving a car. Kids are good for that too. They don't need to daydream. You know. Doing the dishes, daydreaming away. Daddy! I lost so many thoughts when my little kids were small because it was always, Daddy, Daddy! So I'd be thinking of a great story. Daddy! Oh, story's gone. Oh. What? Come and wipe my bottom, I'm finished! You know, you walk down there, and I'm standing there and say, no, you go to kindergarten. And in kindergarten, you wipe your own bottom. Now you're at home, why don't you want to wipe your own bottom now? I want you to do it. No good thing you're writing when you're a parent like that. Forget about it. So during that time, I didn't do much writing, as you can imagine. You know, and you don't get much sleep, of course, because in the middle of the night, they wake up and they've eaten something they shouldn't have, or something like that, so they wake up and they're like, Daddy! Daddy! Oh! Go in there and say, turn on the light, oh! So then it's changing the sheets, you know, washing them, everything, blah, blah. As you lovely little children would have all been going through.